Hey, let me point out in all seriousness that the incredible Tutuband performs quite frequently for charity, and if you'd like some entertainment at your next function, we'll show you a number soon where you can get in touch with the Tutuband. But part of the act also involves cooking on the engine of an automobile, like this 1968 model over here. If you'd follow me over here, Greg is going to give us an idea of exactly what we're talking about. Now, Greg, what is it that you have here?
Today we have a stuffed brook trout, stuffed with shrimp, and slivered almonds, and pesto. And we can probably see it right there. Mm-hmm. We're also having today a potato. We have red potatoes, and they're lightly spiced with chili. And all this has been cooking on the car manifold. The secret to cooking on the car manifold is everything is thin. Roast and turkeys won't do. Fish, flank steak, anything that's thin will do well, do nicely. Oh, look at those potatoes.
Oh, that is an interesting the way you slice them there.
Yeah, you have to slice the potato thinly. And
let me just take hold on just a second here, Greg. Wait a minute. Arco Super Unleaded.
You bet.
All right, very good. Very good.
Aren't I picking up just a hint of cayenne with that as well?
Oh, yes, you are. There's a little cayenne and a light dusting of garlic.
Now, seriously, people are looking at this now thinking, how do you do this? How do you cook on the manifold of a car safely?
There's a great amount of heat that's lost in the manifold, and we're just using that heat effectively. Everything must be double wrapped in foil with an envelope seam put on it so it doesn't leak, the hottest area being the exhaust manifold. So your meats you cook on the exhaust manifold, potatoes, things like that can nicely be done on the intake manifold. For a meal like this, we're looking at about a 3-hour cooking time.
Have you folks been doing this long?
Oh, yes. We try to do this every time Tutuband goes on the road or we have a road trip. We started doing this over in Ethiopia, where we were stationed with USA for Africa for the last 6 years. And a lot of times we're so busy going from gigs in Addis Ababa or outlying areas that we had to cook on the way. We didn't have time to stop and eat. And a lot of the foods that we favor as Americans weren't available in the small villages.
And they don't have utensils either. It's really icky.
They don't have utensils.
Tom, 3 hours straight shot, not stop and go.
Tom Schrader, please come here while I wipe my hands here. Okay. Now, I want to make sure the viewers, I want to make sure the audience gets this straight here.
Isn't that a delicious-looking meal, Steve? I could just eat it up.
Well, that's a good question. Is this part of the package when you go out and do a performance for charity? Does this war wagon go along?
Most definitely. We have a whole variety of automobiles we like to cook on. Jim specializes on the air-cooled Volkswagen method. It takes a little longer to cook, but on items that need to cook in a more tender fashion, as opposed to the big V8 American big boy model, the German air-cooled version is quite delicate.
Do the low-mileage cars give you a correspondingly better taste?
Actually, they give me gas. Isn't that right, Wade?
Yes, that's absolutely right, Tom.
No yes men in this organization, are there?
That's right.
Wade, when you folks got together at Wilson High School 20 years ago, what was the idea then? Did we just get together and have some laughs, or was it more than that?
Well, it was more than that. It was kind of like, poking fun at all the, Soci type of people and the kind of people that we just really didn't fit in with any particular social group in high school, and it was our way of kind of like giving ourselves some identity. And if it wasn't for Tutuband, I'm sure we'd all be in prison right now.
Or studying law.
The Tutuband has described itself as not the world's best band, but perhaps one of the coolest bands. By the way, that video that we just saw, what's that smell? How many minutes of work went into that?
Oh, we did it in about 20 minutes, yeah.
Was it hard to get Tom Peterson to do that ending?
No, Tom and I are like that. It's no problem.
Okay. Hey, just curious, how much time left in this segment? Do we have at least 3 minutes or so?
I'm sure we do.
No, we're down to a minute. Okay.
We better tell these people more about where they can get in touch with the band.
That's very true.
Greg, you got that information.
Well, we're going to be able to be contacted by mail, if you will, at P.O. Box 69243, that's Portland, Oregon, in the 97201 zip code. And we'll be performing 2 nights from tonight at Belmont's Inn at 33rd and Southeast Belmont. About 9 o'clock, people can show up, and we'll be playing with the Unexperienced, and they're a Hendrix band.
Okay, I think that's going to be all for Cityscope this week. On behalf of the incredible Tutuband, remember TuTu spelled backwards is ut-ut. I'm Steve Lee. What?
The nap. Oh, wait a minute, it's the phone. Just a sec.
Hold on.
Just a sec. Hang on. It's going to be something important. I've been
It's going to be
waiting for this
something.
call all day.
Probably Tom's wife with more grocery lists.
Hello? Oh,
Send.
send. Hello? Hello? Uh-huh. A full can? A full can. Okay, white or dark? Dark. Okay, I can do that. I guess this wasn't the call. I'll call you back. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye, Mom!